The catalytic converter and DPF are basically the kidneys of your car. They filter out all the nasty stuff, nitrogen oxides, soot, unburned fuel from the exhaust. But like any filter, they clog up. You know it's a problem when your car feels sluggish or throws a check engine light. Most people don't realize just how much performance dies when these parts are dirty. A blocked DPF can slice your engine power by up to 50%. That's like sprinting with a sock stuffed in your mouth. The fuel economy drops too, sometimes by as much as 20%. But here's the kicker. Getting these parts replaced is stupidly expensive, like $1,200 to $3,000 expensive. Most people just want a way to clean them themselves without dropping the rent on car repairs. Enter foam cleaners, the miracle in a can people are buzzing about. You've probably seen those viral foam cleaner videos where black gunk comes pouring out like something from a horror movie. The process actually isn't all that fake. The foaming action matters. It clings to surfaces, breaking down soot and carbon deposits other sprays can't reach. If you're already picturing yourself covered in black goo with parts everywhere, don't stress. The step-by-step is refreshingly simple for most cars. You basically detach a sensor or pipe, spray in the foam, wait, then run the engine to flush it all out. Pain point? Access. On some cars, especially trucks and diesels, the DPF is wedged in the most annoying spot possible. You might need ramps, a socket set, and, let's be honest, a good playlist to keep from losing your mind under the chassis. The sprays themselves aren't all created equal. I've found the best reviewed ones actually break up the chalky deposits, while the cheap brands mostly add soap bubbles for show. Look for cleaners that specifically mention dissolving cerium oxide. That's the stubborn stuff that kills performance. A big pro tip, always let the foam soak as long as the instructions say, or longer if your converter is really clogged. People get impatient and basically rinse off half-cleaned gunk, so the engine light comes back on in a week. Patience pays. After using the foam, drive the car at highway speeds for 15 to 20 minutes. You need high exhaust temps to burn off any leftover junk. City driving doesn't get hot enough to finish the job. You want those pipes good and angry. Don't expect miracles if the filter is already fully blocked. Foam cleaners work best as preventive care, or if you catch the clog early. If it feels like you're towing a trailer made of cement, you might already be too late for the easy fix. A clean DPF and catalytic converter can boost your fuel mileage by 10 to 15%. Over a year, that could mean saving $200 or more if you drive a lot. It also gives you peace of mind. Nobody likes that sinking check engine feeling. It may not be as clean as buying a new part, but for DIYers or folks looking to squeeze every dollar, foam cleaning is a legit option. Just avoid breathing in the fumes and use gloves. Soot stains are surprisingly hard to explain at the office. I'm Scott in Portland, and even here, land of Priuses and Subarus, I swear by regular cleaning. If you want your car to run like it's not gasping for air, treat those filters right. You'd never go months without changing your house's air filter, right? Same principle.